When we talk about financial freedom, most people immediately think of numbers, earning more, getting a raise, having a higher salary. But the first watershed moment isn't in the amount that enters your account. It's in how you interpret money. There is a clear difference between those who prosper and those who remain stuck in the same cycle for years. Mindset. Those who get rich look at their salary as a strategic instrument, something that can be used to build wealth gradually, month after month. It doesn't matter if the salary is high or modest. What matters is seeing each payment as a step toward independence. Those who remain financially stuck see their salary as temporary relief. It comes in on the 5th and disappears on the 10th. For these people, money only serves to pay bills, solve urgencies, and try to survive until next month. The turnaround happens when you begin to understand that salary isn't just to cover expenses, but to create opportunities. Money stops being a visitor that comes and goes, and becomes a tool that works in your favor. This change of vision, simple but profound, is the first step for anyone who truly wants to achieve financial freedom. To get rich using only your salary, the starting point isn't earning more. It's changing how you see the money you already receive. Most people look at their salary as something that arrives, fulfills its role, and disappears. But those who are on the path to financial freedom learn to see each dollar as a brick. Small, discreet, but indispensable. When you think of dollars as bricks, everything changes. $1 stops being a small thing. $5 begin to have meaning. $10, $20, $50 become building materials, not insignificant amounts. You begin to notice that each small amount directed correctly strengthens the structure of your financial future. And what many people call spare change, you begin to recognize as opportunity. This is how people who prosper think. They don't focus on the size of today's salary, but on what they can build with each part of it. If you receive $1, you have 1 brick. Receive $10, you have 10 bricks. Save $50, you have 50 bricks. Invest $100, you're building an entire wall. There is no house without bricks, and there is no financial freedom without the habit of using small amounts intelligently. The real change happens the moment you stop thinking, "I earn little," and start thinking, "With what I have today, I can already begin." And Bryce, before moving to the next point, let me ask you something important. If you're enjoying the video and want to receive more content like this, take advantage now to like and subscribe to the channel. This helps the content reach more people and ensures you continue receiving valuable tips to transform your financial life. The biggest obstacle isn't the salary amount, but the way of thinking. Many people automatically repeat phrases like, "I can't invest," or "I earn little," and this ends up blocking any possibility of progress. This is the scarcity mindset. It makes you look only at what's missing. The transformation begins when you change the question. Instead of thinking, "I don't have money to invest," you start asking, "How can I start with what I already have?" When this switch flips, everything becomes simpler. It doesn't matter if it's $10, $20, or $50. What's important is creating the habit, because it's this habit that opens the path to growth. The beginning never needs to be big. The beginning needs to be real. A great truth that few people realize is that high income doesn't guarantee wealth. You can earn $5,000, $10,000, or even $20,000 per month, but if every cent is spent as soon as it enters, without control or planning, you remain stuck in the same cycle of financial worry. Life seems comfortable on the outside, but inside, money never yields. The secret lies in the discipline of spending less than you earn and using what's left over to invest or build wealth. People with modest salaries, even earning $1,500 or $2,000 per month, can achieve financial freedom if they are consistent and strategic. Look at the example of two people. One earns $15,000 per month but lives on the edge, buys things to impress others, goes into debt and doesn't invest. Another earns $2,000 but organizes each expense, sets aside part to invest, and learns to use each dollar intelligently. In the long run, those who control money build wealth, while those who focus only on salary size may end up with nothing to show. The mindset here is simple. It's not about how much enters your account, but about how you use what you receive. Each conscious expense is a decision that can bring you closer to financial freedom, while each impulsive expense keeps you in the work, pay bills cycle. The most powerful step anyone can take is to stop comparing salaries and start controlling their own numbers. When you do this, even small amounts begin to grow. Financial habits strengthen, and financial freedom stops being a distant dream and becomes concrete reality. One of the most powerful strategies to transform your salary into wealth is simple, practical, and works for anyone. The 30% rule, taught by Robert Kiyosaki. It shows that it doesn't matter how much you earn, the secret is in how you divide and direct what comes in. The rule works like this: 10% for reserves, money saved for emergencies, to deal with unexpected events without going into debt. Even if it's just $10 from your salary, you create a cushion that provides security and avoids impulsive financial decisions. 10% for investments. This is the part that really works for you. It can be a stock fund, a fixed income application, or any asset that puts your money to work growing. With consistency, even small amounts begin to generate results over time. 10% for personal development. Here is the differentiator of those who prosper. Investing in learning, courses, books, or skills that increase your future earning potential makes each dollar invested multiply in the long run. The magic of this rule lies in discipline and consistency. You don't need to start with thousands of dollars. Start with $10, $20, $50 from your salary. What's important is applying it every month, without fail. When you follow this division, something incredible happens. You gain clarity about where money goes. Each dollar stops being spent without awareness, and at the same time, you create continuous growth. Reserves grow, investments grow, and you become more valuable as a professional and person. The 30% rule isn't just a personal finance technique. It's a life strategy that transforms salary into a machine for building financial freedom. If you really want to achieve financial freedom, you need to understand something very important. Working more hours or earning more money isn't the key. The real secret is creating assets that put money in your pocket even when you're not working. These assets can take various forms: dividend-paying stocks, rental properties, your own businesses, or digital products. Each of them has the power to generate constant income independent of your physical presence. This means that instead of trading time for money, you make money work for you. And it's precisely this that transforms your financial life. And the most incredible thing is that it doesn't matter where you start. Even small amounts applied intelligently begin to grow over time. A small investment today is the beginning of a cycle that, month after month, can transform into something much bigger. Every step counts. Every decision to invest, learn, or create assets is a brick in the construction of your freedom. Building assets is also a matter of mindset. Those who understand this stop living only on salary and enter the right cycle. Money working for you, and not you running after money. The more assets you have, the more options arise, the more security you gain, and the more freedom you feel. The truth is simple but powerful. Those who invest in assets create future, security, and independence. And the sooner you start, the sooner you'll feel the true impact of financial freedom in your life. Imagine a snowball rolling downhill. At the beginning, it's small, almost imperceptible, but as it advances, it grows, gains strength, and becomes impossible to stop. This is exactly what assets do for your money. Each investment, each property, each business or digital product you create adds up, and the return they generate grows over time. While many people remain stuck in the cycle of working only to pay bills, you can build something different. Those who understand the power of assets don't depend only on salary or a job. Each asset generates passive income, money coming in without you needing to trade hours for it. And this income gradually increases, like a snowball that grows more and more. The secret is to start. Each step you take today, each small investment or asset acquired, is a little seed that, with consistency, transforms into freedom. And the sooner you start, the sooner you'll feel the effects. This is the difference between being stuck in the traditional life cycle and achieving options, freedom and financial security. Those who create assets choose their own path, while those who ignore this principle remain hostage to time and the money they receive month by month. The snowball effect isn't just theory. It's a practical reality that transforms your life when you act with discipline and vision. Now that you know the principles that separate those who achieve financial freedom from those who remain stuck in the cycle of working only to pay bills, it's time to act. Knowing for the sake of knowing doesn't change anything. It's by applying that transformation happens. Choose a strategy. It can be investing in assets, setting aside a percentage of your salary, or starting to study something new, and begin today. Remember, every step counts, even the small ones. Consistency generates results, and results generate freedom. Don't wait for a perfect moment. The right time is now. And before closing, I want to invite you, like this video and subscribe to the channel. This way you ensure you won't miss any powerful tip to transform your financial life and continue learning strategies that really work. The path to financial freedom is made of action, discipline, and intelligent decisions. Start today and see the snowball effect begin to work in your favor. True motivation begins in the mind. Before achieving any financial goal, you need to clearly visualize the life you want to have. Imagine yourself without worries about bills at the end of the month, being able to invest safely, travel when you want, spend more time with family, or dedicate yourself to what you truly love. Each detail you can imagine transforms into fuel to act. When you create this mental image, each dollar you save, each investment you make, and each daily effort stops being just money spent or saved. They become small bricks in the construction of a future of freedom and choices. And it doesn't stop there. Visualizing your goal helps maintain discipline when distractions or temptations to spend on things that don't matter arise. The mind understands the value of each action, and each decision begins to have purpose. Think about it. If you can see your ideal financial future, you can plan and act to build it, even if you start small. Daily consistency, guided by this clear vision, transforms dreams into reality. Financial freedom isn't just a numerical goal. It's a life experience, a feeling of security, tranquility, and autonomy. The more you visualize it, the more motivated you become to make intelligent decisions every day. The secret to financial freedom isn't in one big move or in earning an unexpected amount of money. It lies in daily habits, in the small choices you make every day. Each consistent financial habit, writing down expenses, setting aside part of your salary, investing a little every month, transforms into automatic discipline over time. Imagine that each habit is like planting a seed. At the beginning, you don't see much growth. It seems like almost nothing. But if you continue watering and caring for it, those seeds transform into strong trees that bear fruit month after month without extra effort. Financial discipline is exactly like this. Each small action you take today, even if it seems insignificant, accumulates and generates giant results in the future. Paying off a debt before the due date, saving $20 or $50 per month, investing small amounts, controlling superfluous expenses. All of this creates consistency and inner strength. The great motivation here is understanding that there are no shortcuts, but there are consistent and safe paths. Each habit you adopt brings you closer to freedom, transforms how you deal with money, and creates a solid foundation for a secure financial future. Remember, it's not the isolated effort that makes a difference, but the daily and conscious repetition. Financial success doesn't happen overnight. It's built one habit at a time, and each habit gives you more confidence, more control, and more freedom. True financial transformation happens when you treat your salary as a wealth creation tool and not just as something to spend. Each monthly payment is a chance to advance, and the way you decide to use this money determines how quickly you'll reach your goals. Start by defining priorities. Set aside part of your salary to invest in something that grows over time, another part to learn new skills that increase your earning potential, and always maintain a reserve for unexpected events. This constant practice creates a growth cycle that feeds itself. The more you invest and learn, the more your money works for you, and the more opportunities arise. Even small amounts applied regularly have powerful effect. A simple habit like directing 5% or 10% of your salary to investments every month without fail transforms your life in a few years. The secret is to act consistently, because it's repetition that generates results. When you change the view of salary from immediate spending to growth tool, each deposit in the account stops being just money and becomes a concrete step toward freedom. With discipline and intention, your salary stops being just an entry and becomes a force that builds your future. You don't need to wait to have thousands of dollars to start investing. The great advantage of those who understand finances is knowing how to make their salary yield more with intelligent decisions, even with modest amounts. Each dollar applied strategically today can transform into much more in the future. The key is in intelligence and consistency. Small investments made every month create cumulative effect. Dividend-paying stocks, investment funds, passive income platforms, or even digital micro-enterprises can transform even $50 or $100 from your salary into a constant source of growth. The motivational point is simple. Don't underestimate the power of small actions. Each investment, each reserve, each applied learning adds to the others and generates a multiplier effect. The more you practice, the faster you see results, and each month becomes a firm step toward financial independence. Remember, it's not about starting big, but about starting right and continuing. Discipline and strategy transform small portions of salary into freedom, security, and choices that no one can take from you. The difference between those who achieve financial freedom and those who don't isn't in how much they earn, but in the consistency with which they use their salary. Small actions repeated every month without exception have a much greater effect than sporadic big decisions. Set aside part of your salary every month to invest, save, or learn something new. Even if they're modest amounts, regularity creates discipline and forces the habit of thinking about the future. Each month you maintain this pattern, your wealth grows, your knowledge increases, and your financial confidence strengthens. The motivation here is to see each salary as an opportunity to advance, not just as a money entry. By applying consistently, you begin to feel the compound effect. What seems small at the beginning grows exponentially over time. Consistency transforms small amounts into freedom, conscious decisions into wealth, and simple habits into financial security. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes to live strategically and focused, and the faster your money stops depending on you to grow. Many people receive their salary and immediately think about bills, invoices, and expenses. But those who achieve financial freedom see each payment as a chance to create opportunities. Each dollar that enters can be directed towards something that multiplies its value. investments, education, businesses, or projects that bring future returns. The power is in acting with intention. Instead of spending without thinking, you transform each decision into a strategic step. Investing a small part, learning a new skill, or setting aside funds for unexpected opportunities creates a network of possibilities that can change your life. The most motivating thing is realizing that you don't need to wait for large sums to start. Even a modest salary, well managed, opens doors. With planning and consistency, each payment transforms into a tool to grow, gain security, and get closer to freedom. Those who learn to use salary this way discover that money isn't just for surviving. It's an engine that drives dreams, choices, and achievements. Each conscious action is an investment in your future. Now that you know all these principles, strategies, and habits to transform your salary into financial freedom, the decision is in your hands. Knowing isn't enough. You need to act. Choose at least one strategy you learned today and start applying it immediately. Remember, each small step you take with discipline and consistency accumulates and generates results. Each dollar invested, each financial habit adopted, each conscious decision brings you closer to the freedom and opportunities you've always wanted. If you felt motivated by these tips, like this video and share it with someone who also needs to start transforming their financial life. The more people apply this knowledge, the more lives will be impacted, and you're part of that. Financial freedom is real, it's within your reach, and it begins with each decision you make today. So don't wait any longer. Start now and watch your future change.